Up next, Star Wars The Black Series, Hasbro Pulsecon exclusive, Trapper Wolf from the Disney Plus show, Star Wars The Mandalorian. Let's talk about it.
MBB on the track.
What up, party people in the place? I am the Ruckus, and these are my toys. On deck, we have from Star Wars The Black Series, the Hasbro Pulsecon exclusive Trapper Wolf. From Star Wars The Mandalorian, the Disney Plus show. And as I stated, this is a Hasbro Pulsecon exclusive. It was only available for a couple days. Actually, I think it lasted the full 2 days of the Pulsecon, but that's neither here nor there. If you did not get it during the Pulsecon, then you missed out, I'm sorry to say. However, allow us to continue with this review. As you can see, it's in a specialized packaging, not your typical Black Series packaging. You have the Star Wars The Black Series logo emblazoned right there on the front. You've got Star Wars The Mandalorian on the strip going across. When you turn to one side, you have artwork of Trapper Wolf. The back, really nothing. You have Star Wars The Black Series upper left as you look at it, and then of course Star Wars The Mandalorian running across the black strip near the bottom. Then you have the other side, and you have some artwork there that, believe it or not, is almost indiscernible to the naked eye. It's only because I've got lights on that I can actually see this. That's pretty funny. And then nothing on top, nothing really of note on the bottom. It's a sleeve, and you pull out and it reveals the figure and accessories within. It's pretty cool, very collectible friendly. It reads Trapper Wolf down there on the bottom, and you can see the figure, his helmet, and his weapons. So without further ado, let's get him out of his packaging. So here we have Trapper Wolf out of his packaging, and first things first, let me just say I rescind everything I said about the packaging being collector friendly. It was living hell getting Trapper out of that box, and what's more, when he goes back in the box, he's not going to look the same. He will not be stationary, because he was basically tied in to the box as well as his accessories. And unlike the standard packaging where you've got a clamshell to put the figure back in, that isn't the case with Trapper Wolf here. So you get some beautiful packaging for it being a Pulsecon exclusive, but you do have your downsides. Anyway, enough about that. Let's talk about Trapper himself. We've got him standing there. He's in an orange jumpsuit, flight suit, I should say. He's got a we'll call it beige vest with some type of apparatus affixed to it, and he's got a harness that is a belt, and it drapes down to his legs. Black gloves, black boots. Let's take a closer look at the figure. Taking a closer look at the figure, First thing we're looking at is the portrait, and it's got the look of a man, Filoni, right there, and it is an amusing sculpt to say the least. The expression he's got is quite humorous, but I think the photo reel got busy on it this time, pretty good. He's got good paint apps. The mustache and the chin strap is looking on point there. His hair looks pretty decent. Looks good. Looks good. His beard, once again, talking about the chin strap, they've got it so that it actually has got gray in it, so it looks pretty cool like that. It isn't as dark as the hair on his head, and his mustache is on point. The eyes look great. Eyebrows, the whole nine. It's got his signature nose, so that's all well and good. Moving down to the chest, you've got that vest, that beige colored vest, which is painted all around through the back. You've got detail and line work there, looking pretty good there. Like I spoke of before, he's got that apparatus on his chest. I think it's a breathing apparatus. So this would probably come out and affix to his nose and mouth when he's in flight. And then you have his harness, which extends from his belt, and it drapes down, just looped there, and it's just free flowing on his legs. You can move him up. So you've got that. He's in an orange, a mango orange, I'll call it, flight suit, and black gloves. Like I said, I've got some chip painting right there at the end of the glove, but other than that, the glove is pretty fine. Same thing on the other side there. That's pretty good. The paint work on the device on his chest is great. There's no issues there. I don't know if that isn't paint. I think that's pasties. Those are pasties on there. No wonder it looks so good. Anyway, whatever's clever, you know what I'm saying? So you got that. He's got pockets on his thighs. There are no paint detail on that. It's all the same color, orange. And he's got great wrinkles and stuff. It's just like how a flight suit would look on a living person. So it's pretty cool. Black boots. And on his right boot, he's got what appears to be shells of some kind. So I'm going to assume that those are offensive. It's for some type of offense. And on the left, there's nothing on the boot, but there are differences at the bottom of the legs there. He's got what appears to be a pouch at the bottom of his left pant leg. So pretty cool. The shells are painted silver, top and bottom, where they poke out of the holster, we'll call it, the sleeve, and looks pretty good all around. So yeah, that's our boy Trapper Wolf there. Take a look at his accessories. Trapper doesn't come with much, but this helmet is straight banging. Look at all of this detail on the helmet right there. I believe these are all stickies, but if that's what it takes to get this type of detail on some of the helmets and uniforms and costumes of figures, I'm all for it. You've got the amber colored visor, which is cool. You've got the chin strap that's got right there at the chin, it's molded in the same greenish plastic as the rest, and the strap itself is black. Make sure you can see that. There you go. I had myself all in the way there. But yeah, this is a pretty good looking helmet there. You've got insignia on the ear parts right there, right up and down the cranial area. The top of the helmet has got all kinds of detail there. Pretty cool. Same thing on the other side. Yeah, this is pretty smooth. And then right there at the top, both the left and right of the top of the helmet, you've got that. That's pretty cool right there. So that's Trap's helmet. Next we have Trapper's weapon. It's a rifle blaster, and as typical with Black Series weapons, just molded in black plastic. It's got the detail and stuff, but as always, you can't really discern detail because it's just straight flat black. But it's a pretty cool weapon right there, if I do say so myself. Taking a look at Trapper's articulation, his head is on a ball hinge, and he can look up that much, down that much. His head does rotate 360. Not much in the way of attitude, but then again, with that portrait, that has all attitude you actually need for this guy. Arms can raise up to 90. You've got a 360-degree shoulder rotation. You have single jointed elbow, as is standard with Black Series figures, and it swivels at the elbow. The left hand has swivel, the left wrist I should say, swivel and a horizontal hinge, whereas you have the same articulation for the right arm. The wrist has the swivel and it has the vertical dice throwing hinge. You have, as far as your diaphragm, the vest impedes going forward, so you're not going to get that much. You're only going to get probably just about that. That's all you're going to get there. Going back is a little bit better. You'll get that much going back, and of course you have no waist swivel. It does swivel at the diaphragm, but not much. You're not going to get much because of that whole harness thing. You don't want to pull that off, so you do have that. There's that problem. As far as the legs, you can do the splits, but in order to achieve that, you need to ride the harness back up the legs. See if I can get that up there. In order to try to get maximum articulation for doing the splits. Having some problems here, but we'll get it. There we go. So now, even with all that, he can't really do the splits that much. That's all you're going to get from the splits. But it is worse if you have the harness down his legs. He does have thigh rotation. He can kick forward that much, back that much, double jointed knees, and he can get about that much with the articulation there. He has a boot cuff. He can point his toe that much, pretty good. Up that much, also pretty decent. Pivot. He's got peg holes at the bottom of his feet. So here we have Trapper with his helmet on and brandishing a firearm, his rifle blaster. So now we have some comparisons. We've got Trapper Wolf standing next to an artillery stormtrooper, which I recently reviewed. And on his other side is a death trooper. As you can see, Trap isn't very tall, as the death trooper towers, straight towers over him. He's almost a full head taller. Next up, we've got Moff Gideon. And finally, we've got the man himself, the Mandalorian, Din Djarin, standing over a downed hover tank trooper. Before we conclude the review, I neglected to look at the back of the box. There happens to be artwork back there, as well as also a read-up, which is customary, and they've, meaning Hasbro Black Series, has remained consistent with the little write-ups. It reads, Trapper Wolf, a veteran of the rebellion against the Empire. Trapper Wolf now serves as a pilot in the New Republic. He flies his X-Wing as part of a squadron which patrols the outer reaches of the galaxy. So to sum it all up, the Hasbro Pulsecon Star Wars Black Series, The Mandalorian, Trapper Wolf, exclusive action figure. It's a mouthful, boy. Is a very nice addition to anyone's collection, especially if you're like me. I don't really collect all of Black Series. I was a late starter, so there was no way I was going to try to play catch up like that. I'm a neurotic completionist, so I already know my weakness, so I know how to prevent giving into it. I do, however, collect all things The Mandalorian and the Bad Batch, so that's why you see me here with Trapper Wolf. And it's a pretty fun figure. The portrait, the head sculpt is it has me cracking up. That the look on the face is priceless. The detail, those are all decals on the helmet, but that's pretty good. I think that Hasbro should start doing that more often. The details on the vest and the apparatus on the chest, banging, and yeah, it's a pretty good figure, and can't wait to add him up to the Mandalorian display that I've got going on. So yeah, that's it for the review. Thank you guys for rocking with me. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe, and smash that bell so you can be notified when I upload another video. Until the next time, my peeps, remember, the hunt continues. And I'm out. Peace.